Good morning, good morning. So today with my testimony Tuesday, I want to just say yes, my daughter is my testimony for my testimony Tuesday. So back in college, I was hit, my physical body was hit by a car for the first time. I've been hit by a car twice actually, but my first time being hit by a car was just a whole nother testimony. I was told by doctors, x-rays, all kind of tests they ran on me that I could not physically have kids. So I went on accepting the fact that I would never be able to be a mom and that I would probably adopt or marry someone who have kids already. So that was just my thought process on everything. Now, knowing, yes, there are women in the Bible who were deemed barren, who God was able to bless them with that promise of a child. And even I believe it was Abraham's wife. Do not get me don't quote me on this, but she wasn't able to have kids to the point where it's been years now and they're in their latter ages, so they didn't think it was ever gonna happen. She ended up offering her husband up to their maid, and she conceived a son. Now the promise God promised them was not gonna come through that son that he had. He said, no, you're gonna have that son. And so eventually, yes, she does have a son, what she was promised by God. So there's so many women in the Bible who were able to conceive, who were deemed barren. And yeah, outside looking in, it don't look like, oh, she ain't gonna have no kid, she can't have no kid. But you rely on the Lord and you keep him first and you keep seeking him and you keep living righteously how he calls you to live, he's going to bless you with that promise that he promised you. Our timing, that's one thing about it, is not on his timing. His timing is that he's outside of time. So when God says something can happen or it is going to happen, you just have to wait on him. And it's your behavior on how you're waiting on him that is what's going to stand out. You can't wait on him and then be, having little doubts, and you just keep that mustard seed of faith that he's gonna do what he said he's gonna do, and he's gonna come through and show up and show out bigger than what you ever could expect every single time. So that's my little testimony. Someone who was not able to have kids, doctors looking in, everybody looking in, saying that I would never be able to have kids, and now here I am with 3. Granted, my very last pregnancy, my son with my youngest son, it was very difficult. I did undergo through a lot of health issues, and even with giving birth, and that's a whole nother testimony because he didn't even have a heartbeat. They were going to try to give me emergency C-section, but God, he said something else, but that's for another time. I just want you guys to stay encouraged. Keep sharing your testimony with others and plant that seed to allow others to know that, yes, our God is real. He's the only one and true living God. And you keep living your life that way, he's going to continue to bless you. And again, remember, it's those small things, the little things. If you're grateful for that, God can entrust you with so much more to be grateful for, especially in your trial. If you can find just one thing while you're going through to be thankful for and to give testimony to for someone else, to help someone else, and they can use that as a stepping stone, that's all the difference. You will see the fruit. You will see the fruit. So have a blessed rest of your Tuesday, and I hope you have a good rest of the week too.